Opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or messages posted in chat are strictly their own personal views and do not reflect the views of Bolin Services, Inc., a 501c3 nonprofit organization, nor does it reflect the views of the sponsors of this program. Political commentary, if any, are strictly personal opinions and should not be construed as endorsements of or opposition to any political party, candidate, or voter initiative by Bolin Services, Inc. This audio-visual presentation is copyrighted by Kenneth W. Bolin. No rebroadcast, retransmission, simulcast, or other distribution of this video or the audio associated with it is permitted without the express written permission of Kenneth W. Bolin. All original content on this presentation is owned in full and solely by Kenneth W. Bolin.
Warning, the following podcast has extremely high levels of Kenny Bolin. Studies have shown that excessive exposure to Kenny Bolin may have damaging effects to your physical and mental well-being. Viewer discretion is advised. No, seriously, we mean it. There will be naughty words, lots of them, probably. Now you've been warned. This warning sponsored by the Story Time with Dutch Mantel.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Budos Band. The Budos Band. It looks like Edge Copeland is in here already. Can't believe you people still watch this. Well, look what dumb fuck has joined the group. They're just following your leadership, Adam Edge Copeland, if that is your real name. Lord. There is a Lord. You're hearing me say it. You might not have the microphone real close to me yet because before the show gets going, hang on here. Do that microphone. Look at that. Live from Louisville, Kentucky. The team that when the College World Series started was the unranked Louisville Cardinals. Not known if they would even get in the World Series. They have missed, I think, 3 of the last 4. They missed 3 of the last 4 College World Series after being a mainstay for the better part of 10 years. A mainstay means you're there almost every year. Not expected to get in this year, but something kicked in when they had me down to give a team motivational speech. That's what I'm known for. I give motivational speeches. Maybe not paid enough to do it, but when people are down and out and when people have reached their end, they call me in out of the bullpen to save the day, to see if there's something deep down inside that might motivate you to perform better than you normally would. So it was a bit of a secret. We didn't talk about it much, but they had the king come down to Cardinal Stadium, which is what I'll always call it, Cardinal Stadium, and give a little speech to the team. And I explained to them that I have a winning history. You have a winning history. I associate with winners. Deep down inside, you are a winner. And I know that you can get in this turn. If you just get in, we can't do anything if they don't make you a field of 64. But if you just get in, reach deep down inside, you have a guy named King on your team. Eddie the King Jr. You have a man. I know every one of you know who he is because every one of you are watching the College World Series. Every one of you are seeing the mighty Louisville Cardinals in it. And every one of you are going, I wonder if that Eddie the King Jr. guy, I wonder if he realizes he shares that name with a famous person in Louisville, Kentucky. Well, they do. And I root hard for Eddie the King Jr., and it was difficult for me in the 9th inning today. It was difficult for me to watch the 9th inning and have to not root for the guy batting ahead of Eddie the King Jr. with the bases loaded. To have to root for him to make an out so Eddie the King Jr. could step up to the plate and knock in the winning run in the bottom of the 9th inning only because we gave up 3 in the top of the 9th. It was scary times, son. We was up 6-3. We gave up 3 in the 9th. Defensive plays we don't make. We had 2 players on the team that were about to be the GOAT, or not the GOAT, but the scapegoat for not winning the game. But Eddie the King Jr. took care of all that. I don't care what people say about you. Well, people do. People do. People say what they want. I don't care. It doesn't matter. All right. I don't know how many of you being here tonight. I don't know what I'm going head-to-head with. We've got the Cincinnati Reds versus the Minnesota Twins. I will catch that later this evening. Eddie Kingston is not a winner. Eddie Kingston is not in shape. Eddie Kingston is not a star. That's a decent promo, but you got to be able to do both. And he's with AEW, so no one ever fucking sees him. He might as well be the Invisible Man. They might as well wrap him in medical tape. Leg wraps, because no one ever sees him. Shocked you know who he is. Jake Walker's here. Well, that's great. Jake Walker is a non-Filipino in Freeloaderville. Facebook is open for our Filipino fans. YouTube is where you go to subscribe, like Adam Copeland and Billy Sellers. Now, TriStar doesn't have a badge. I don't know what we're going to do with him. Tennessee shocked me not getting in. The SEC teams normally do very good in the College World Series. Your Arkansas, your Tennessees, your LSUs. UCLA found that out a little earlier. But now Louisville has an uphill battle. Goddamn, man, how long is the King going to talk about college baseball? He's never done that before. Well, we haven't had a lot to talk about college baseball around here for a long time, but we went from unranked to earlier today being in the Fabulous Five, and I think as of the game ends today, I think Louisville is officially in the Final Four, but I'm not going to get too overconfident because now we have to beat Coastal Carolina twice in a row to advance any further. So even if we get lucky, and it would take some luck, to beat Coastal Carolina once, who last I saw has won 24, 25, 26 in a row. They've won a shitload. Coastal Carolina, who's actually won the College World Series before. Louisville's never won the whole thing. It's a difficult thing to do. You got all that money and all that power of the SEC. They're able to pay their players good money. I don't know who the top paid player on Louisville is. Probably Eddie the King Jr. But maybe one of the pitchers. I don't know. But the SEC normally owns the College World Series, at least taking up slots in it. That's for damn sure. So let's see here. I don't have my reading glasses on. Arkansas is Southwest Conference. No, TriStar, you're proving the shelf to be a blithering idiot and why you don't have a membership. Arkansas used to be in the Southwest Conference back in the fucking late 90s, early 2000s. They've been in the SEC since Nolan Richardson was there, came into the SEC, and started kicking the Kentucky Wildcats' ass on a daily basis at Rupp Arena. Don't you dare come in here and try to talk SEC, ACC, Big 10, Big 12, Pac-12, Pac-10, Pac-90, whatever you want to talk about. You dumb fuck. Arkansas has been in the SEC probably older than a lot of the people watching this show. Don't be a dumb fuck. Now I see why you don't have a badge. You're not smart enough to figure it out. TriStar. You come in here and try to tell me what conference somebody's in college baseball, college football, college basketball. Bet you can't tell me what conference the Oregon Ducks are in. Because they don't even know. All right. Let's see here. Jazzy Jana's in the house. How you doing, Jazzy Jana? And Jazzy has a wrench. Jazzy, I'm going to post this, even though you don't have a badge. I'm sure you've never made a donation. Are you a fucking idiot? Jazzy Jana, you know your sports. Hello to Mayla Lee. Hello to Jambi. You know your sports, Jazzy Jana. Edge Copeland, you might be a dumb fuck at times, but you know your sports. How long has it been? Is this guy in a fucking time warp? I'm only posting this to show the outright stupidity, ignorance, lack of common sense, inability to read a book, to see a television show, to watch ESPN or Sports Center, to make such a stupid fucking comment. Arkansas entered the... Also, well, thank you, Randy. Randy the Macho Man Saturday. Yeah, 1990. I was going to say, it's been a long time. Because I remember calling my racist-ass brother, who's blocked from this show and many other things in my life. And I sang to him, better not shout, better not... How did I sing it? Better not... It's kind of like that Santa Claus song. Better not pout, better not cry, better not shout. And I'm telling you why. Arkansas is coming to town. They know where you play hoops at. They know you suck in grape. They know how to beat your ass every year. So say goodnight for goodness, or something like that. It's been a long time since I sang that song. Arkansas is coming to town. And that was led by Nolan Richardson. And they came into the Southwest Conference and they started beating the Kentucky Wildcats on a regular basis. At Arkansas, 40 minutes of hell, for those of y'all who don't remember. It's what all college teams ought to be doing. Louisville used to play something similar to the Arkansas style of ball. 40 minutes of hell. The man had 10 men on the team that could get up and down the court and go. 5 of you get tired, 5 more of you go in. You get tired, hold your hand up, get your ass out. We'll put somebody in that can run. And they ran the Kentucky Wildcats out of the building. So don't be so goddamn stupid. Pasta Tart in the house tonight. How you doing? I actually made it tonight. Oh, you're on the outs again with the. Oh my God. No, that's been quite some time, honey. You must not have seen. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell that story real quick. I've had a secret for a long time, since 2012, about my brother. I knew who his biological father was. I was talking about my biological father today with a young lady that I booked a hotel with in Raleigh, North Carolina. Turns out the lady I booked the hotel with in Raleigh, North Carolina, we start talking about my wrestling career and my connections with the city of Boston, which is where she has family. So we were talking about the Red Sox. She's a big baseball fan, loves the Red Sox. I'm a big baseball fan, loves Cincinnati Reds. You're wondering, well, where the hell is this going? It turns out when I tell her about my connections to John Cena, my connections with John Cena Sr., and that we have dinner with him whenever my family goes to Boston, more my family than me. I don't get to go that often. But she says, well, guess who I went to high school with? And I said, who? And she said, Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy. I said, get the hell out of here. I said, I have not done an appearance since 2012. And Evansville, the people that orchestrate a big convention in Evansville, asked me if I would like to come for a Legends convention. I was honored to be considered in such company. And the people that were scheduled to be on that show were the Hardy Boys, the Rock and Roll Express. Jim Cornette was supposed to be, but he weaseled out. Jerry the King Lawler and Dutch Mantell. And Dutch Mantell was ill at the time and felt it was not safe for him to make the trip. Plus, he knew how to beat his ass if he'd ran his mouth there. And he deemed it necessary not to show up to protect himself from physical harm from running his mouth. Dutch made a wise decision. Also, in the meme that was posted to promote the event, I'm the only one that used a current picture. Lawler, the Rock and Roll Express, Morton, Tommy Rich, Dutch Mantell, everybody on that card posted a picture that was 30 years old or older. I posted a current one, and might I say I look better than every damn one of them, even posting their 30-year-old pictures. The only one that had the guts to post a current picture. So, thank you. But no, so back to biscuits and gravy. Biscuits and gravy. We've had a secret about who his biological father was. We didn't tell him because we thought he might commit suicide because of what a fucking racist piece of shit he is. It would come back to bite him in the ass as to how racist he is and how rude and how horrible he's been to a certain group of people that live in his glorified trailer park. Well, when Trump got reelected and they started ordering all these ICE raids and all these deportations and rewards for deporting Mexicans, we had to reveal to Tim, and we drove out to Carrollton to do it. We didn't do it over a phone, over a text. We drove to Carrollton at our sponsor at that time at Two Rivers Restaurant and had a sit-down dinner with him so he could look at our faces and understand that we're telling him the truth, me and my son, and said, Tim, we now have to tell you who your biological father is, and then if you want to continue to be an ignorant ass, Trump supporter, racist piece of shit, it's up to you. But at least you're going to know what your bloodline is before you do it. Oh, man. So we tell him. And then he thinks we're joking about him. We explained to him, and we gave him a picture of his father, where he's from, where he died a few years ago, some of his siblings that were still alive, a couple of them, and some other brothers and sisters that had passed away recently. Some with ties to Nashville, where I used to live, Atlanta, where my sister lives and knows some of my brother's relatives because my sister is married to a Mexican. My niece is married to a Mexican. And I've had ties with Mexican families, God, I guess, since the mid 80s, early 90s, since some of my family married into Mexican families. And always very nice, very sweet, very dear people. Never a problem with any of them. All of them here, to my knowledge, are here legally. And but Tim decides he's going, and he tells me this. This is what motivated the end of this shit, is that he had reported many of the people in his trailer park to ICE. Now, whether he did or not, I don't know. It could have been him, but just the thought that he would even say such a fucking thing. Because 3 weeks earlier, he had told me, man, we got a lot of Mexicans that live back here, and I tell you what, 90% of them pretty good people. Me knowing that Tim's father is Mexican. And I'm going, well, isn't that good? Isn't that great? I never dreamed I'd ever have to tell him. But when he did that, me and my son had a conversation. I said, no, we need to tell him. And what he does, he does. Fuck him. And then when he found out he did that, Oh man, maybe I should self-deport. I said, no, dumb fuck. Somehow you were born here. You don't have to self-deport, but quit being rude to fucking those that weren't that fortunate as you. You weren't born here by choice. You were born here by dumb fucking luck that my mother didn't decide to have you in Mexico. Didn't have me in Germany, where she met my father, who was in the military. So there's that story. Well, quit looking for that and you might not find it. Jesus Christ. So now you either need to get a badge or a donation because you're in here taking up time and posting ignorance. Like Boston is the leading problem of that. Don't look for that. It'd be one good thing. So we do have some families on here that we're trying to help. We'll see if anybody's made any donations yet. If you have, notify me and let me know. Nope. Not a one. Well, fuck. It's a couple pretty decent promos. Well, we do have one to, I'll take that back. I lied a little bit. We do have one donation. We got a challenge. I'm going to save this challenge for a minute, Naughty Nicole, if you don't mind me waiting for a minute. What we're trying to do is we're trying to raise money for Mayla Lee's family needs a little bit of help. She's in here earlier. Jambi is needing a little bit of help. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. Ruby May's family, we got pretty much caught up on. I think we just got a couple little minor things to help with Ruby May's family. God, let me go into my messenger messages because that tells me what's going on. Tyler Clock says, I'll be late. Okay. And Edge Copeland had made a nice donation about a week ago, I think. So we appreciate that out of Edge. Let's see. Mayla Lee is needing help with her phone. Her phone, the LCD screen broke. I told her that we will do everything we can to try to be of some help, but she's going to have to get a protective case and a screen protector because we replace a lot of LCDs in the Philippines that we shouldn't have to replace if they just get a good screen protector and an LCD. That's an 8-year-old iPhone. That's an 8-year-old iPhone XR. 8 years. Been dropped more times than I can fucking count. And it's 8 years old, thereabout, maybe a little bit older. And you know what? It's never been broke because it's got a screen protector and a protective case on it. It's got a little glass screen protector on it and a protective case. It's hit this floor more times than I can count. Sometimes very hard floors. So put a screen protector and a protective case on your phones, Filipino people, because we'll pay for it. It's a lot cheaper than fixing your damn phones. So that's what May Lally is needing. And the fix her phone, I think, is 1,800 pesos. It's about $36. She wanted us to try to get her a new one because they had a payment plan. Well, a new one was going to be 1,800 pesos down and 1,500 pesos a month for 6 months. Well, that's great. That's a good payment plan. But the problem is we help Mayla Lee. Mayla Lee is a single mom whose husband abandoned her and left her with kids to take care of by herself. We helped fix her house. We helped build her a bathroom recently. And, but we also help her with her water bill and her electric bill, which are not dramatic, but you know, it adds up. And we help her with food, rice and eggs. So we can't pay for everything and a phone because we got other people on here that we have to help. And even as much as I adore little Eunice, you know, and Gwen, her, you know, she's got lots of friends around there. The little neighbor kid that Yeling that we try to help, you know. Yeah, I guess you could say we have our favorites that we've known on here for years and years. Jen, who we're trying to help get a better job. But we try to help everybody. You know, we're not going to cut 9 families off so we can overly help one, you know. We've tried to help everybody and try to keep it fair. You know, sometimes some people need more help than others, but that's what we're doing. So May Lally needs the phone deal. Cheska is needing travel money to go back home. She's been trying to make it in the Manila area, trying to work and go to school. That ain't been working out. She needs the bigger help. She needs about God, 3,500 pesos. So that's going to be in the neighborhood of about 60 something dollars just to get her back home. That's going to take a team effort. I don't want one person trying to do that unless there's one person out there that wants to take Cheska on as their sponsor. But we also got other people we're trying to help. But if we $10'd it to death, we got 137 people in here watching the show right now. So we appreciate that. We know most of you ain't going to donate a penny. We already know that going into it. Pasta Tart has made a nice challenge I'm going to read here in a minute. But we desperately need to make some decent money tonight to give us a fighting chance to help Cheska get home, which I'd like to do. TriStar, why don't you get back in my good graces? Why don't you make some type of a donation? Get you a badge would be a nice start. Being as you blew your Arkansas shit all to hell, made yourself look like a fool. Why don't you get yourself back in our good graces? I know you won't, but I'm asking you to. So let me see where we stand on donations. Where's Randy, the Macho Man Satterley, has donated $25 and has made a $25 challenge. Thank you, Macho Man. We appreciate it. Macho Man is getting ready to do a very nice thing. He's getting ready to help a friend of his. It's going to take a few weeks dedication from him to do this. I won't go into the details of what's going on and why, but Macho Man's getting ready to do a very nice thing. So $25 challenge from Macho Man. And be right back, boss. Need to take a shower. So you're going to take a shower during my show. You couldn't wait to get the filth off from you when the show's over. I think the shower could have waited. All right, that's right. I think you work night shift. All right. So we'll see if Edge comes back to us or not. And let's see here. And I noticed that both of our donations so far have gone to the Venmo account. I had to cancel my Venmo credit card because that damn, but they said we're still fine to take donations in there and everything, and we can transfer money, so we're good. We can still send money through Sendwave. But Google One, who I've never purchased anything from in my life, somehow got my Venmo card. I've never bought anything with my Venmo card. I only have it because they offered me one. And I said, well, hey, it's a good backup plan if I ever need it. You know, if I needed $20 for something, you know, normally you always have a little bit of money in Venmo that we transfer to our Filipino families. But hey, if in a pinch, I need something, I have my Venmo card in my backup go bag. This is my backup go bag. That's where the Venmo card is. Never use the Venmo card for anything other than transferring money to Filipinos. But somehow Google One got my Venmo number, billed me twice, $21.19 for backup storage space that I do not need. And I noticed it. Venmo looked into it. No, it doesn't look like you authorized this. We do not have them on there as a reoccurring charge, but yet they're just, I'm not even getting notifications. Normally, if I get a charge, I'll get a notification, whether I'm using a Fidelity card or a PayPal card or Venmo or whatever, I'll get a notification on the charge, even with Sendwave. When I send money through Sendwave, I get notifications. And, oh, by the way, Jazzy Jana has just accepted Billy Sellers' challenge and has also donated $25 and challenges somebody to match her. Thank you, Jazzy Jana. So we're off and running, and I'm going to announce Pasta Tart's challenge in a minute because hers is the biggest of the night, and we appreciate it. But we got a $25 challenge from Randy Macho Man Satterley, $25 from Jazzy Jana. If you have a particular place you want the money to go, let me know. Cheska is our biggest project of the night, trying to get her home. Honey Rose is needing some food. She travels a long way to do her on-the-job training. She has to put in 250 hours. We've gotten her through the first 130 hours of on-the-job training, which is free. It's this more this Filipino shit to get free work from college kids. But she needs some frozen foods to take to work because it's too expensive to eat out. And she lives in the Metro Manila area. And her transportation is not horribly expensive, but it's, 50, 60 pesos a day to go back and forth to this free fucking work. 250 hours to have to work for free, or they won't let her graduate. And there's a lot of colleges there do this shit, which I know around here it's called an internship, but even a lot of internships will pay something. They get nothing. No food, no transportation money, nothing. So, so that was from Jazzy Jana, Randy Macho Man Satterley. I'll be announcing Naughty Nicole's challenge here in just a little bit. So 145 of you watching the show. Like I said, most of those are the freeloaders that will not donate a penny if their life depended on it. We already know that. But for those of you that can, maybe Billy Sellers still has an extra $20, or he can match. Billy, if you can match one of those $25 challenges, man, that would be great. I know you said you're good for your poster next month, which is still a couple of weeks away. But if you're doing good enough right now that you could match one of those challenges, that'd be great. I've already told you that your last $40 donation, I'm not even going to count that as an actual donation because I'm going to let you get your leash for it. It'll be a donation. We've already used your money, but I'm still going to send you the dog leash. You don't have to pay for that separately. You will get your blue Bolin Services Incorporated leash for making that $40 donation. We appreciate that. Let's see. Yeah, it's only 80 degrees here in Louisville, but it's muggy as shit. And this Louisville shirt I'm wearing is a sweatshirt with the sleeves cut out in it. And the only reason I'm wearing it is to pay tribute to my Louisville Cardinals, who as of today are in the Final Four of the College World Series. My eyes are killing me today, guys. I sleep when I can. I get 2 or 3 hours wherever I can. And I slept about 90 minutes before the show started. And my eyes are absolutely killing me today. I don't think the humidity's got anything to do with it, but it do. Let's see. Yeah, we've been in the low to upper 80s every day for a while. We've been getting rain every day for a little while. And let's see, it says we have a new payment here. Let's see what we got. And I appreciate you guys stepping up, man. I really do. What do we got here? TC from the NC didn't quite do 25, but he did 20. So that's pretty good. We appreciate that. Thank you, TC. And there's Jazzy Janice, $25. She did that on Cash App. I think TC also did Venmo donation. So it's a good thing I canceled my debit card on Venmo because listen to this shit. Google One 4 times a day has been trying to get $21.19 out of my account. I've had to immediately transfer any money from Venmo to PayPal, which is a sister company, to make sure Google One didn't get my $21 again and me have to file another dispute against them. I've already won 2 disputes. And they're still charging. And I'm thinking, well, Venmo, can't you just cancel Google One from doing it? Well, no, you have to do it. I said, well, you've already looked. You see that I don't have them as a reoccurring charge. Well, the only thing else we can do is cancel your card. Well, how are my people going to be able to donate if you cancel my card? Well, they can still donate. You can still transfer money. You can still send money to Sendwave. So I don't remember ever using this damn credit card anyway. Yeah, cancel the fucking card and send me another one. So they're going to send me another card in 10 business days, give or take. But at least now Google One can't try to take my money for something I never ordered to begin with. I mean, I don't use a third of the storage I got now. So I'm going to pay Google One $21 a month for storage I do not need. My Google device just lit up. They're probably reporting every bit of this back to corporate. Wanting my new credit card number. Somebody on Reddit bitching about Spotify. I don't know why I still have that on there because I never read any of the notices unless they're wrestling related. My electric bill came in today. Now, my previous electric bill was $60 for the previous month. From what I'm hearing around the country, that was a monstrously low electric bill. Now, I still have not turned the air conditioner on this year because I'm a fucking tightwad. I have not cracked yet. If my indoor temperature gets 84 or above, the air conditioner is coming on. I might crack at 83. I think the warmest I've seen in here so far this year is 82. It is 80 in here right now. That's warm. That's warmer than a lot of people like it. A lot of people like it at 72. I like 72, but I don't like the electric bill that comes along with it. Let's see. So this month's electric bill was 90. I think 93. That's so, but I was talking to my friend Dutch Mantel, and he was talking about how fucking hot it is down there and everything. And I was talking to him about electric bills, and I told him that mine last month was $60. He said, God damn, you lucky son of a bitch. I said, well, how much is yours? What? I said, down there. I said, you're in a house, right? And he said, yeah. 2-story house. I said, what's your electric bill? He said, about $150 a month. No, I'm sorry, a week. So no, he said it's nothing for their electric bill to be over $600 in Florida. What the hell? That's back in the old days, that's 2 car payments. Not for Bob Hazelwood, but for us normal folk. Dutch lives down in my old stomping grounds. He's down in the Tampa St. Pete area. And but yeah, so I see a $93 electric bill because I still had a $30 balance from the previous electric bill. And I was waiting to see if LIHEAP's going to kick in, but thanks to Trump, there's no LIHEAP assistance for the summer right now, at least not yet, and not in Kentucky. LIHEAP we would qualify for 4 times a year, and they would help us when electric bills were at their highest for people on Social Security disability. Well, there's no help coming this year, but fortunately, my Aetna card has a bonus $170 on it that I can either use for good food, electric bill, or gas. So it looks like I'll probably be using that for the electric bill. So that's why I was saving to see where that money needed to go. Now, if LIHEAP came through, then I could use my Aetna card, the surplus card, for better foods. They let you buy healthy foods with it. They don't let you buy soft drinks, potato chips, and shit like that. But they let you buy healthy foods with it, fruits, vegetables, good meats, shit like that. So there you go. Do you think Goldberg just needs to? Well, I don't even know what you guys are talking about because I don't have Netflix. I haven't seen Raw in 3 weeks, other than I caught some highlights from last week's show. Because AI was trying to make you think that Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns did a run-in last week, but then the videos were not matching up with what actually happened, and some of the AI was pretty bad. So, but AI was on YouTube was trying to get clicks, and they were trying to convince, and a lot of people apparently fell for it. We're trying to convince people that Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar had teamed up to do a run-in to attack Cena and Punk and Orton. Would have been a great storyline, I guess, but it didn't happen. I do need to investigate to find out why Jey Uso tapped out on a Monday Night Raw show to Gunther. Seems to me if you're going to do that, you do that on a premium live event. They're no longer pay-per-views, premium live event. And Edge, I know that you made a very nice donation to us last week. You definitely went above and beyond. By any chance, can you match? And if you can't, don't worry about it. But if you can, because there's only a certain one of you out there, out of 144 people watching, I'll be lucky to get 8 to 10 of you to make a donation. Are you in a position that you could do 25 and match Mr. Cox and Jazzy Jana and Randy Macho Man Satterley that did $25 donations? And then I'm going to mention what Naughty Nicole did. And I'll go ahead and do that right now. Naughty Nicole has made a $60 challenge to the room tonight. Now, if even one person accepted that, that'd be great. Billy, did you answer my question as to whether or not you could do 25 for us tonight, Billy? If you could, that would be great. And we're now, hopefully you're still good to buy your Cena poster next month. We forgave you for this month because we'd already spent some of that. And but if you can do 25, that would be great. Tyler said he would be late, but he did make his $20 donation. Honey Rose is needing some frozen foods. Breakfast is very important to Filipinos. I normally have a few bites of cottage cheese and a banana. And let's see here. But yeah, very proud of my Louisville Cardinals. We are now in the Final Four. But to go any further, we have to beat Coastal Carolina, who's won a shitload in a row, 20-something. And even if we could beat them once, that would be great. But then we'd have to beat them again. And I love my Cardinals, but I don't know. Sorry, Kenny, not tonight. We'll get my... All right. Thought I'd ask because I figured after not doing your poster this month, you might have a fair amount of money left over, but I appreciate it. we'll just hold you to accountability for next month. And because I still got your poster held here and your other pictures. Has anybody got a reason why they're talking about Goldberg? I got you, but even after the match with Taker, he's nothing like before. Well, fuck, he's in his 50s, man. I mean, and that's the thing. What people got to realize is how long do they think these old fuckers can keep going? You know, hell, Ric Flair. There's a lot of them just won't give it up because they don't know anything else to do. Well, Goldberg does. Goldberg doesn't have to do this. And as long as fans keep buying a ticket when they see their name on the main event of the marquee, then yeah, you're the idiots. They're the ones that keep buying a ticket. What you do is like the protest they made against Trump a couple of days ago. 5 million of you went out and protested. He wanted his big Kim Jong-un birthday party in Washington, D.C. Well, we see how that turned out. Lowly attended. Empty seats all over the place, and the tanks that were there squeaked like they'd never heard of WD-40 before. Oh my God. They were carrying drones, not flying them. They were carrying them. People that were involved said it was one of the biggest embarrassments they've ever been associated with, but they ain't got the guts to stand up to or say anything to the dictatorish person who thinks he's Kim Jong-un wanting to put on their military parades through the streets of their largest cities or their capital cities like Vladimir Putin, Kim Jong-un, and various others of that ilk. It was an embarrassment. I didn't think I'd ever see the day that America would have to do that. But when you have a wannabe dictator, that's what we got to deal with. Let's see here. So let me put on some reading glasses so I can actually see who's donated what, when, and how. Also, let me know where you want the money to go. Honey, the total of fixing my phone is 1,900 pesos because many damaged and need to blower it because it's wet. Well, how the fuck did it get wet? Because it wasn't in a protective case and a screen. My Filipinos make me mad when it comes to their fucking phones. And I keep telling them, I've had the same phone for 8 fucking years. And I tell them every time, get a screen protector. How much are we looking at, boss? You mean total in need for the night? And oh, and by the way, Adam, if I've got anything else you need, I've got you the 2 Undertaker pictures set aside. You are getting a water bottle. You're going to be getting one of our lovely BS Incorporated water bottles. You'll be getting a flag. You'll be getting the boss badge. But if I have anything else around here for what you've done for us that you would like, let me know, and I will include that with the next shipment. Let's see here. I tell you what, if somebody could just sponsor Cheska being able to go back home, she said it was 3,500 pesos, plus you'll need a little food money to get home on, because it's a several hour boat ride to get back to her town. And then she'll be at her parents' house. And I think to do that total is probably $60 to $70 for her. So if there's anybody who wants to sponsor her, the other money that we brought in tonight, I think will, what about the crime? I sold one of them. the other one, I guess, now this is my own personal BS. This one here is one of those thermal containers, but I lost the lid. So I've got the mini logo over where it says Bolin. And that is actually over a Cincinnati Reds logo because I got so many Cincinnati Reds mugs now. I didn't need another one. So, yeah, I'm going to hang on to my Cincinnati Reds thing. I do have another Cincinnati Reds thing here. And my neighbor gave me this. This is the Graham Ashcraft bobblehead of the City Connect uniform. And I don't really collect bobbleheads, even though I have a Dan Marino one over here. There's an old school Dan Marino I've had forever. It's in the background. Somebody would have to tell me that they want to get it before I'd bother to bring it out. But I'll probably put that up for sale for anybody that might be a Cincinnati Reds fan, a bobblehead fan. I've never opened that. It's in the box. And they got that at the bobblehead day. And a Detroit Tiger fan gave me that. And little did he know the Reds were going to take them 2 out of 3. Hang on here. I posted a comment and I don't see. What about the ground? How much are you looking at? Go word. Okay, if we get another 40 by 10:15, I'll match it. Okay, well, there we go. It's 9:46. Yeah, we're definitely staying until 10:15. Especially thanks to Nicole, who did the $60 challenge. So let me see where we stand on donations right now. Oh, here's some good help. We only need $10 more to get 40 out of my good friend Edge Copeland. Michael Ryder, old Michigan Mike, has just donated a $30 challenge. Doesn't say where specifically he wants it to go, but if we get another $10 donation before 10:15, Edge will match 40. So I'm going to assume we're going to get that done. Maybe no. Bob Hazelwood's doing Nerd Night. I can't even encourage him to do that. So $60 challenge out of Naughty Nicole. $25 challenge out of Randy the Macho Man Satterley. $25 challenge out of Jazzy Jana from Louisiana. LSU, by the way, was looking good in the College World Series. Oh, there he is. You'll put it good. Well, I will. As a matter of fact, you're one of the ones that tells me I never need to send you receipts, and I think I just sent some of you a bunch of receipts anyway. Just so you know. As a matter of fact, it says since January on SendWave alone, I didn't know that it tracked this to the penny, but on SendWave alone, and this is just me, this isn't what Bob does on the side with us as well. Just me alone, we have sent out since January, maybe even a little later than that, because I can't remember how long we've had SendWave. $7,800 as of yesterday. $7,800 just since sometime in January or February. I'll have to go back and track and see how far back that goes. But that's a lot of money. And I do donate a fair amount of my own, especially if I get a good bonus check or something. I try to, as long as my bills are paid, and I don't ask for much. As a matter of fact, I was shopping because I knew I got an insurance check coming in a week or two, which they keep telling me every week. I was going to use that insurance money and get me a 98-inch TV. And I found one for $13.98. You know how much the 85-inch version is? Found that through a Capital One discount, $637. So you can get an 85-inch TV for $637, or you can go 13 inches bigger and drop anywhere between $1,300 and $2,000. And of course, you have to get them mounted and all that. So you ain't getting it for $1,300. Quit sucking up. Well, he did, and that's how you're supposed to do it. You got to do it the way he did it. So $30 challenge. If we get 10 more, Edge Copeland said he will match that $40. So who's good to do another 10? Billy Sellers, you got $10. Billy's going to weasel out of that too. I know he is. I thought I'd ask though. Billy, you know you can do 10. Don't be a little bitch. Let's see here. But yeah, I think we're going to, before the night is over, I think we're going to get most of these challenges taken care of. Now I remember. Not Eunice, but Eunice's friend Gwen has 3 siblings, and they were needing school supplies. And I think everything together was going to come to 1,700 pesos. And we've already bought some of the stuff they needed, but for everything else they need, including some projects that they have to work on and printing to get their projects done, it was going to be, I think, an additional 1,700 pesos. And so that's about $34. Shout out to my friend Gayla Hicks, who might be watching the show tonight. Gayla, her and I went to high school together. She was a year or 2 ahead of me. She also went to school with Carla Hall, and Carla and her were a year or 2 ahead of me. And Gayla has been in the hospital with some serious. Oh, Jesus, Billy, you don't have $10 fucking on the 17th of the month, Billy. I don't know. What am I going to do with you, Billy? Let's see here. Yeah, so we're still waiting on $10 more there. And then we can get that matched by Edge. Billy's not going to help us. Billy's holding off till next month. But Billy did do $40, and we're going to give him his dog leash. I'm just messing with you, Billy. But what are you going to do the rest of the month? Well, maybe that's what Billy's doing. Billy's making sure he eats every day. Could be what Billy's doing. We appreciate it, Billy. So we're looking for $10 more so we can get and plus I need to send Michigan Mike a Scaramucci book. I got it sitting right over here. And I did Michigan Mike a big favor. He was going to treat me and my son to dinner, but his friend got sunburnt down in Nashville going down there for an air show. And we were going to have dinner. And when I wrote him and asked him what time we wanted to meet, he said, Kenny, I've already gone through Louisville. My son got roasted pretty good. My friend got roasted pretty good, and we had to head back. So that saved him a couple better. Be eating Roman noodles. I used to like Roman noodles, but I've pretty much given up pasta over the past little while. And yeah, so I don't know what Billy's eating. He has a so shout out to our sponsors. Our brand new one here, Blaze Pizza. Blaze Pizza came aboard. Man, I should have opened up with that. Blaze Pizza, you see up in the upper right-hand corner, still 143 of you watching and nowhere near that many donating. But Blaze Pizza came aboard. I went in there to have dinner on Father's Day. Met the district manager, David, very nice man. And I pulled him aside. I said, I haven't been here in a long time. My son and some of his friends come here quite often. And they have told me how friendly your staff is, how accurate your staff is, and the friendly service. And I said, that's the type of people we like associated with my show. I told him who we were, played him a little clip of the show, told him some of the celebrities we have on. As a matter of fact, Disco Inferno wrote me today, congratulating me on all the great sponsors we've got. He said, man, you got some good sponsors. He was big in getting Arby's aboard with us by raving about how great their sandwich is. I've been eating Roman. You have not been eating Roman. Well, you might. Do you know how expensive TV dinners are? I'd love to have a TV dinner. I can't afford TV dinners. Can't afford it. I have artichoke dip is what I have. But shout out to Arby's, of course, who's been with us. They've been talking to us about becoming a sole sponsor. But Five Guys just came aboard. We don't know how long we're going to have Five Guys with us. It's going to be up to the management above them as to how long they can stay with us. But they'll be with us for at least 2 or 3 months. And here's one of my sweet little friends I'm trying to help. This is, well, she's got the picture that I made her and Eunice's sister. We've been doing some of these AI-generated pictures, and I've been doing them for some of the Filipino families. That is Gwen, not Dua Lipa, but Digia. I've never asked her how she pronounced her last name. I'm just going to call her Gwen Dua Lipa. Very pretty young lady. She is the one off to the right. Eunice is in the middle. And then off to the left, I think, is Eunice's sister, Leo Ryan. And yeah, those spacesuits age them up a little bit, but they are both high school seniors this year. Eunice will be 19 on Dutch Mantel's birthday. For those of you that can see that picture, I would show you a bigger version of it, but I can't. But Eunice will be 19 November the 29th. Leo Ryan, I'm not sure. I think she's 12 or 13, something like that. And Gwen Dua Lipa will be turning 18 years old July 11th. Do I remember your birthday correct? And she's about to turn 18 July 11th. So happy birthday. A little early. We will celebrate it again when your birthday gets here. And she's the one who's got the siblings that we're trying to help her with some projects. She's got 3 kids. She calls me daddy because she says I'm a way better daddy to her than the one she's got. Well, a lot of the Filipino kids tell me that. Matthew, are you going to act like you ain't got $10 to help these people? Over here freeloading on Facebook again? He's not going to do anything. He's going to tell me that kid he's holding is too expensive and he ain't got $10. I already know what it is. He posts that picture to have a built-in excuse not to help. But thank you, Michigan Mike, for your $30 challenge. We appreciate that. No, Adam, she does not have 3 kids. She certainly does not, nor does Eunice. She has 3 siblings, which means brothers and sisters, Adam. Edge Copeland. No, she has 3 siblings. Maybe they hadn't taught that part of the language out there where you live, but siblings means brothers and sisters. Eunice says, Daddy, can you help me with my siblings' school projects? Not her 3 kids, her brothers and sisters. All right. So we've educated Adam a little bit as to what a sibling is. Gwen is in school right now. They must be having a break. They started school. Her and Eunice both wrote me because their first day of school was Monday. This is Tuesday. They wrote me at 6:30 in the morning. Daddy, our teacher's here. We have to put our phones away. Well, that's a nice rule to have in the Philippines. But Eunice and her apparently have some classes together. And they sent me some pictures of them at school during break when they go out in the yard and everything. And my sweet little friends, and I'm very proud of both of them. Both are about to graduate this year, a few more months to go. And both of them are looking forward to going to college. Fortunately, college is a little cheaper there. And this show, as long as I'm able to live and breathe and function and speak, we will try to help these kids get through college. We can't pay for everything, but we can help, like we do with Honey Rose and Jasmine and Cheska, and I'm sure I'm leaving some people out. Chin Chin, Jin, lots of names that rhyme. We're still looking for that other $10. I don't think we have it yet. We're trying to pin Edge Copeland down on that $40, but we need $10 more to do it. Oh, you got to be kidding me! Nope, not yet. Not yet. All right. Well, we got 17 minutes to make $10. Edge, did I have anything else you want me to throw in your bag of goodies there, along with your Undertaker pictures, your water bottle, and your BS flag? I got the BS flag over here. I guess I could pull one out. But this is what all of our top donors are going to get. And Nicole, is there anything I can do for you? You're always making nice donations to the show, and you never ask for anything. Let me know if I got anything you would like, or if you'd like for me to get you a water bottle, a badge, and a flag, and a boss badge that are made like credit cards that Bob had made up. But there's your BS Bolin and Service Corporated flag. We are now officially a 501c3, recognized by the state of Kentucky and the IRS. I've got the letter to prove it. And regardless of what some people said, an offhand. And there's hang on, there's Eunice and Gwen. That's my little tag team. Eunice and Gwen are the tag team. Eunice, it looks like you posted a new picture. I don't think I've seen that one. Are you wearing a mask? I can't see that one real good. But Eunice and Gwen go to school together, and they're my sweet little seniors. Going to graduate this year, and we're trying to make life a little easier on them. And let's see here. But we need another $10 donation to get Edge's $40. And there's Jazzy Jana. As a matter of fact, I sent Jazzy Jana some, I think I did. God, Jazzy, have I AI'd any of your pictures yet? I thought I did. Maybe I'm wrong. I'd like to be anonymous. Well, there you go. Just post your name, use my last name, and put a mask on. No one will know who you are. I wasn't looking for that. There's Jambi. Now, I made that picture for Jambi. Look at Jambi looking all. I think the word sexy would be all right. Look at Jambi. Got the eyes looking good, and got her cat suit on. Jambi's looking good. I don't think he did. Okay, Jazzy. Well, send me a couple of your favorite pictures on my cell phone number, and let me make you a couple. But if you can see Jambi's picture, I made that, and I made the group picture. Eunice wants to be anonymous. It ain't working, Eunice. I think they all know who you are. But that is Eunice in the middle in her Jupiter 2 suit. That is Gwen on the right. Then that is one of Eunice's dear friends she goes to school with. And I think that's Leo Ryan on the left. Maybe Eunice can correct me. And Auntie Jazzy Jan. Oh, isn't that sweet? Isn't that sweet? A little family reunion. Okay, but yeah, Jazzy, if you send me a couple of your favorite pictures of you, I'll see what I can do. See what I can does. The only TV I watch is on a screen 2 inches by 5. What have you got that's 2 by 5? Even phones these days are small ones are 6.8 inches. What are you watching on a 2 by 5? I know I watch a lot of television. But yeah, I think I've talked myself out of the 98 inch, even with insurance money. And the 85 inch, well, that's 77. 85 ain't that much bigger. And that's an OLED. The 85 inch is not, it's a QLED. Still not bad, but it's not as good as that TV. And that TV is exactly the width of the fireplace. If I got the 98 inches, I did a virtual hang on that, and it covers up both lamps. So if you want to picture how big the 98 inch TV would be, it would cover the B and King B. I would have to move the poster, and it would go well beyond the lamp on the right-hand side, covering up part of the window. It would be better to put a 98 inch TV in the bedroom because there's all kinds of room on that wall for a 110 inch TV. But you know how much a quality 110 inch TV is if you want to get an OLED version? $14,900. I love TV, but I don't like it that much. But a 98 inch TV would cover up the B and King B, come all the way down to the bottom of the lip of the fireplace, higher than you see it now. And I mean, I think I can go in here and adjust the camera a little bit and give you an idea. There you go. So if I got 98 inches, I'm going to tilt that up. 98 inches would go about that high. Maybe just maybe one click lower. Yeah, 98 inches would go about that high. Cover up the King B. It would come down to where you see the on air and all that. It would go all the way down to the bottom of that. And it would go beyond the lamp on the right. I mean, it's big. And I ain't going to say I wouldn't like it or anything. But the cheapest version of that I found for somebody to come in here and hang it and everything, because they charge about $290 to hang it. 15, it'd be about 18 to two grand. My insurance check should be bigger than that. So it'd be like doing it with found money, but damn, you know, there might be other things I can do with that. So what do you do? Let me see here. What do we got? Only one thing I would love: recent autograph board. Okay. Let me work on that. I know who I can approach to get one of those from. Edge. It might take me a little bit to get it. Oh, wait a minute. I got one here, but it's autographed to me. But I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll see if I can get my son to at least make a copy of it. So then you will officially have a Randy Orton autographed picture. But it's autographed to me. But I know that Herb Simmons has some autographed pictures of Cena and Orton together, along with, I think, John Cena Sr. So let me see if I can get my hands on one of those, being as none of the other ones panned out. And yeah, there's Eunice, Leo Ryan, and I think Eunice is on the left now. Let me look again. Do I have the original? Where's the original? Yeah, I'm looking. Okay, Leo Ryan is on the left of that picture with Eunice. Eunice is in the middle. And Gwen Dua Lipa is on the right. They all have their matching schoolgirl outfits on with their little checkered skirts. Leo Ryan is growing. Goddamn, she's somewhere between 11 and 13, but they're all at the same school, it looks like. A lot of dirt and sand there. Maybe that's sand. But yeah, Eunice is in the middle. And Dua Lipa is making the scissors sign with her finger. Okay. So yeah, I found the original picture. And I had to check a couple questions here. But Edge is going to get off the hook if we don't get $10 more in here in the next 9 minutes. And let's get back to StreamYard. You said recent. Well, yeah, the one I've got is about 20-something years old. But I'll get you a copy of it so you have one. I'll have to get my son to make a copy of it. 146 people watching live. I miss my neat, stupid. Well, Jazzy, you could open another Facebook page. I'm sure all your friends would come back, including me. Just open you another Facebook page. I had to do it. My verified account got hacked. I had a verified account. Life was a lot easier when I had verified Twitter and verified Facebook. But then all that shit happened. And then they wanted me to pay to be verified, and I refused to do it. So I ain't paying them $8 to fucking be verified. So I guess Eunice and Gwen are on a break. Not from back in the day. Well, back in the day are main ones I got. So, but Herb Simmons has recent ones. So I'll reach out to Herb and see if I can get one of those, or maybe two of them. We are still waiting on $10 to get Edge to have to donate $40. There's not one of you out there out of 142 people watching the show that can donate $10. Because if you donate 10, Adam donates 40. And then we reach our goal for the night. Not one of you? Well, we got 8 minutes, and then I will be here over an hour. And then I still want to watch my Cincinnati Reds play the Twins tonight. Louisville. Oh, and that Louisville game, my God. If you have a way to watch it, Billy Seller says he'll be your friend, Jazzy Jana. Now you got that going for you. If you have a way to watch it, just watch the highlights on SportsCenter. Watch that ninth inning. That ninth inning. And if you have a way to watch the entire ninth inning, it's worth seeing. Oh, my God. My emotions level went from ecstatic to, oh, God, we fucked up, to, oh, my God, we're going to pull this off. Oh, my God, no, we're not. Oh, my God. Just unbelievable ninth inning if you get a chance to watch it. And, Jazzy, I think LSU won, didn't they? Did they? LSU's pretty tough. But, yeah, our next game is against Coastal Carolina. They're the hottest team in college baseball. And then if we beat them once, we'd have to beat them again. And I ain't holding my breath waiting on that to happen, as hot as that team is. I would say stranger things have happened, but not recently. 6 minutes to make $10, guys. Whoever donates 10, we get 40 out of Edge Copeland. Just one of you. 10 measly. 10 measly. The donation so far tonight, $60 challenge out of Naughty Nicole. Thank you, Naughty Nicole. 25 out of Randy the Macho Man Satterley. 25 out of Jazzy Jana. 20 out of TC from the NC. Michael Ryder with a $30 challenge. And Edge is sitting there with two 20s in his hand waiting to pull the trigger. If somebody will donate $10, that will get us to our goal. I think we can get Cheska home out of this coming in tonight. If not, I get paid on Friday. I will make up the difference if we're running a little short. Okay, sweetie, let me know how much you need to buy you some more frozen food, because I don't want you not having food while you're doing your on-the-job training. So let me know how much that is, and we will get that to you by the end of the day. She keeps telling me not to worry about it. I know you're helping other people, but I don't want people that are trying to improve their lives, that are going to school. 250 hours of on-the-job training. They did beat, oh yeah, UCLA, that's right. As a matter of fact, I think they beat them 9-5, I think. And what do we got here? Somebody may have tried to save the day. Let me go through here and thank my Venmo people real quick. Hang on. But do not trust Google One. Those fuckers will try and take your money. So thank you to Macho Man Satterley. Thank you for TC from the NC. And thank you, Naughty Nicole. We appreciate you. And those were all just Venmo donations. So it's a good thing I called Venmo today and got that shit taken care of. And we got 5 minutes waiting on that last $10. Anna Rose is in here. Anna was also needing some help, but she's brand new here, and obviously I have to take care of the other people first. But we will look into Anna Rose's situation, see what they're needing, and see what can be done, see how we end up doing for the night. We will be back here Thursday night, of course. And but yeah, huge thanks to everybody that stepped up so big tonight. 139 of you in here still watching the show. I got 4 minutes to wrap this up as we wait on that last $10. We've got, and I think I just read everybody, but shout out to Naughty Nicole, Randy Macho Man Satterley, Jazzy Jana, Tyler C, Michigan Mike, and Edge Copeland holding 220s in his hand, waiting for that last $10 with 3 minutes to go. Who will step up and be the guy to save the day with 3 minutes to go? You called me the Star Maker? None of the Filipinos ever do that. Oh, Adam the Droog, Evening Star Maker, seems that the Venmo website is on the fritz. It won't load for you. And it's loading for me because I'm sitting there looking at it. So it ain't Venmo. Well, maybe it will later. But no, I'm sitting there looking at Venmo now. It's working fine for me. Let's see here. And if you're watching the show, you can donate after the show. Put in the notes where you want the money to go. If you have a specific family that you want to do the help. Eunice's family. God, I think there's like 4 or 5 kids total in that whole family. And it's the first week of school for a lot of these kids, and a lot of them are really needing some help. Jambi's kid needs some new shoes. I think they're 400 pesos, $8. So I think we can make sure to get Jambi's kid some new shoes tonight out of what we brought in. Mayla Lee needing some help. So I think we can get most everybody taken care of. But if we get that last $10 with 2 minutes to go, then we get 40 more from Adam, and then I know we're in good shape. Then that'll be a grand. That'll be another $50. And so, root my Louisville Cardinals on in the World Series, unless you're Jazzy Jana and might be rooting for LSU. Boy, Jazzy, wouldn't it have been great if we could have had a LSU Louisville matchup? That would have been cool. And you got to remember, Louisville got into the College World Series, beating the overall #1 seed in Vanderbilt, which was right next door to where I used to live when I lived in Nashville. I used to shoot ball at Vanderbilt University all the time. Our corporate office of the company I work for now was across the street from Vanderbilt University. You could walk across the street and go shoot ball, which I did all the time. So 1 minute to go on that final $10. Who's going to save the day? Anybody? Wow. I'm blown away. That one person wouldn't donate $10 to turn it into 50. Not one. We got 1 minute to go. Well, maybe after the show. Edge is normally pretty good. Guess they don't want it. Man. Edge. You're a lucky son of a bitch, man, that there's so many selfish people out there, 141 people watching. There's only a handful of you that donated. Adam the Droog says he's trying. Well, I tell you what, Adam, can we commit you to donate 10 once you get your Venmo working? Can we do that? Or more. You can do more if you want. If you'll commit to it, I'll try and talk Adam into honoring the deal. Adam says he's trying. That's one Adam trying to help another Adam out. We appreciate that. Anything else you guys want to cover here real quick from today's festivities and activities? I am going to watch Cincinnati versus the Minnesota Twins here a little later. We are at home this week. We got a murderer's row coming over because Minnesota ain't bad. Then we got Boston. We've got New York. We got St. Louis and Philadelphia. So 5 straight series of teams that ain't too bad. Plus, we just got done taking 5 out of 6 from Cleveland, 2 out of 3 from Detroit. So we're going to find out what we's made of after this. And then after all those series are done, we get a breather in late July against Miami and Colorado, and they'll be the assholes that get us. You can almost smell it. Okay, sweetie, I'm going to help you after the show to get you some frozen food for your dinners at work. And just remind me again where that money needs to go, and we will get you taken care of. All right. Here we go. And we're going to get Jambi's shoes for her kid. I think we got a couple of water bills and electric bills due out there. Hang on. Are we a penny short? There we go. Matt with $9.99. But we round up here on this show. And oh, you're screwed. You're screwed. $9.99 out of Matt. Thank you, Matt. Now, Matt, we have to tell you, we appreciate it, but we don't get that money until July 21st. The way YouTube works, and of course, they keep 30% of the money. But we appreciate. We don't like any donations over $10 here. Well, not that we don't like them, but YouTube takes a chunk of it. And pending when we get that money, it takes a long time before we actually get it. So we will get your donation on July 21st. Good ways away. But at least it's coming. I sent a PayPal to. Oh, did you? Oh, let me check because I didn't see that. Yeah, I don't have any notifications on PayPal. What name? I'm checking PayPal. Let's see here. Buddy, I don't have anything on PayPal. I'm sitting here looking at it. The only donations that came through PayPal was Michael Ryder. Yeah, I don't have anything on PayPal, Matt. But Edge Copeland trying to weasel out of that penny, too late, because Randy the Macho Man Satterley at the buzzer has sent $10 so that Edge Copeland would not be let off the hook. So thank you, Randy Macho Man Satterley. Thank you, Matt. But Matt, if you send anything on PayPal, tell me what name you sent it under, because I'm not showing anything today. The only donations that came in PayPal today were, let me check. And Edge Copeland just sent in his $40. So thank you, Edge. We appreciate it. Dang it. Yeah, Randy wasn't going to let you off the hook for a penny. You knew that wasn't going to happen. So Edge Copeland just sent in his 40. So yeah, the only two donations we have on PayPal, Matthew, I don't have anything on PayPal, buddy. I guess you're having trouble with PayPal and Venmo. Let's see. And I got a YouTube TV payment from Dale McHenry, but that was yesterday. Yeah, that was yesterday. And, but yeah, Michael Ryder. Yeah, the only two PayPal donations we got today were Michael Ryder, Michigan Mike, and Edge Copeland, which just now came through. So he honored his word. We appreciate that. So Matt, if you get it figured out, man, let me know on your Venmo and your. No, I'm sorry. That was the other guy that was trying to donate on Venmo. My bad. That was the other Adam. That was trying to donate there. And there's Matt's $9.99. I'm going to steal Elizabeth. Well, I got some bad news for you on that one, Adam. You must not have read all the papers. All right, and once again, another solo show by me. I hope you all like these, because Tuesday nights, Bob Hazelwood is doing Nerd Night. He did make the meme for tonight's show finally, make it fit. I don't know if he ever added it to the show. If not, we'll use it on the next show. So shout out to Blaze Pizza. They are aboard with us, looks like for quite some time. Great meeting with them. He's a big old school wrestling fan, David, the general manager over there, and treated us like kings over there. He didn't have to, because we had not advertised him yet. But once he found out what we wanted to do, he took care of our dinner over there. And the great thing about Blaze Pizza, here's what I want to tell you about Blaze Pizza. I'll take the time to cover it, being as we reached our goal tonight. Blaze Pizza, You tell them what you want on that pizza. They make it fresh right in front of you. Choose your type of crust that you want. I think thin crust is an option, but if you want to load it up with toppings, they'll put toppings on there, as many as you want. Unlimited toppings, no extra charge. And I think it's $12 or $13. It's under $13 for a large pizza any way you want. All the extra cheese you want, all the toppings you want, pepperoni, meatballs, mushroom, whatever the fuck you want on it. Doing that R-rated promo here. Whatever you want on it, they'll put it on there. And if you want extra toppings, they'll put extra. And my son figured out that there's about 45 grams of protein in every slice of pizza that he has made at Blaze Pizza. That's a lot of protein. And one whole pizza, there's over 200 grams of protein on a whole pizza. So I normally get one, he gets one, but we could easily eat half a pizza and be done. But I eat half there and eat half one the next day, which is what I did. Did I do that today or yesterday? I think I did that yesterday. Yeah, I did that yesterday. But never been to Blaze. I highly recommend it, Adam. If you have one out your way, there's 3 of them that we're promoting over here. I personally go to the one on Shelbyville Road. But look them up in your area because the deal I made is with the district manager that oversees all 3 locations. Our good friends over also at Five Guys. I promote the one in Jeffersonville, Indiana, and I promote that one. But if they want me to promote others. And here's the special going on at Blaze Pizza. Listen to this shit. You can get 3 large pizzas and 2 sides, and they got pretty good sides too, for $35. Tell me where, and made any way you want. All the extra time. I mean, that pizza weighs a ton by the time we get done with it. But you tell them what to do to it, and they make it right there in front of you until it meets your specifications. Yeah, I need some more meat on there. They'll put some more meat on there. I need some more pepperoni. I need some more meatballs. Need some mushrooms. Need some veggies. They make it right in front of you. So if you've never been, and it's probably the healthiest pizza in Louisville that you can get too. And I think they got cauliflower crust, which is a very healthy version. They can make a thin crust version, but if you load that one up with a hell of a lot of toppings, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to eat. We get the standard crust, and it's not really a very thick crust, but it's not like stuffed crust pizza at some of these thicker pizza places. But I highly recommend you go there once. And the current special they have right now, 3 large pizzas and 2 sides for $35. That's a pretty damn good deal. You ain't gonna beat that anywhere. I know that there are some burger places you can go out there to, and 2 people can eat, and they run $60 at some of the nicer burger places in Louisville. McDonald's is getting outrageous. Fuck McDonald's. It's nothing to drop $30 for 2 people to go get a couple of Big Mac combos. A couple of Big Mac combos, you could easily be out $30 unless you get one of the sales. So, gotta head your way for Middletown all the time. Oh, well, next time you're in Middletown, let me know. And we'll have to get together. And because that is right about not too far from where Blaze Pizza is. They're on Shelbyville Road, a little bit more down close to my end of town. But yeah, let us know and we'll meet you over there. We'll go get some Blaze Pizza. And if I ever have to meet any of my friends over in Southern Indiana, we can go to Five Guys. Arby's, they are out on Westport Road and over here on Breckenridge Lane. I got two Arby's that I promote. They've got the 4 for $10 roast beef sandwiches. And I think if you want Arby's cheddar sauce added onto it, it's another 70 cents per sandwich or something like that. But yeah, 4 for $10 beef and cheddars. Ever been to Jeff? Oh yeah, I've been to Jeff Ruby's once. Christian Muscagni, my attorney at that time, took me there. No, I ain't paying for any Jeff Ruby's. As a matter of fact, I tried to get a deal with him, and he don't deal. Jeff Ruby does not deal. But yeah, Christian Muscagni took me and my son there a few years ago, and I've been once or twice. I wasn't paying. Out of my league. Out of my league. Narn Anderson. Let's see. I order off that McDonald's app. They have good deals on there. Yeah, they can have good deals. They can. If you order off the app, it's not too bad. But there's other deals that aren't so good. I don't think anybody should have to pay $30 for 2 Big Mac combo deals or a quarter pounder with cheese off Instacart. But if you're actually eating on the store and use the app, you can get by decently. All right, folks, we stayed here till 10:30. There's still 141 of you watching, which tells you how many selfish people didn't donate tonight. So we appreciate that. 1 hour and 26-minute show. We appreciate it. Getting ready to sign out of here. We will have the entrance theme. I think the exit theme will play. I'm not sure. We're about to find out. So until Thursday night, probably either 8:55, 9:05, whatever. I'll be here when I get here, somewhere around that time. Thursday night, I guess Bob and maybe the Invisible Train will be here with us. Hi there, Cow Dog. Cow Dog, come see me. He's doing good. And but yeah, thanks to all the sponsors. Thanks to everybody who donated tonight. I need to get with our Filipino folks and see who's getting money, how much, where it's going, and when they're getting it. But I think we're going to get most everybody taken care of tonight, thanks to the generosity of those that donated tonight. I really appreciate it. So until Thursday night, we'll say 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm the Star Maker, and I did say a good day.